Hi, this is Kim and welcome to my channel for everything lifestyle, life advice, and health and wellness. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. So in my last video, I discussed ways to start practicing self-love. And today I want to talk about how self-love can affect your love life. Whether you realize it or not, a lack of self-love will always have an effect on your relationships. I know this firsthand because in the past I had a lack of self-love and it showed up in my relationships time and time again. And a lot of people don't even know it's a lack of self-love until after the fact. But after some self-reflection and healing, you'll realize that it was a lack of self-love that was causing the issues in your relationship. So here are 4 ways that self-love can affect your love life. Number 1 is you tolerate way too much. One thing that happens when you have a lack of self-love is you lack standards and boundaries. In a relationship, boundaries are very important to have because there are certain behaviors that are okay for some people, but not okay for others. So knowing what that is for you and expressing that to your partner is setting your boundaries. For example, if you don't like your partner to talk to you a certain way, but you never express that it makes you uncomfortable, then most likely that behavior will become worse. And when that behavior does become worse, instead of leaving the relationship, you tolerate it because you don't hold your happiness and well-being in high regard. And on the flip side, when you do have self-love, you are ready to stand 10 toes down on your standards and boundaries and are not easily swayed by what your partner might think of those boundaries and standards. And when I'm talking about standards, I'm not talking about preferences like what your partner looks like, how much money they make, or what kind of car they drive. I'm talking about the qualities that you're looking for, like foundational qualities that you want in a partner. For example, if you want someone that believes in God, but you're in a relationship with someone that doesn't believe in God, then that's going against your standards. Or if you want someone that talks to you and treats you with kindness, but the person you're with is treating you with disrespect, that's going against your standards. So when you have self-love, you are better able to stick to these standards and boundaries because you were happy before you met this person, and you will be happy after you leave a situation if it's not serving you. Number 2 is you become a people pleaser. This is similar to the first point of tolerating too much. When you are a people pleaser, you want to do whatever it takes to make your partner happy, even though it might be tearing you down. Their happiness has become more important than your happiness. And when this happens, you start to lose yourself and forget what it is that you wanted for your life because their life has taken over. Also, you fear rejection from your partner if you don't do what it takes to make them happy. So when you do have self-love, you hold your happiness in high regard. So although we all want to please our significant others, we can't do it at the expense of our own happiness. Whether your partner rejects you or not, you have to stay true to yourself and what you know is right. Number 3 is a lack of self-love causes desperation. When you have a lack of self-love, sometimes you can seek out love from other people to fill the void, which can cause desperation. You want so badly to find love that you will settle for anybody, whether they are right for you or not. You settle because you fear being single. And if you are single, then you're left with a void that's not being filled. The void that should be filled by your own love for yourself. But instead of realizing that you need to work on self-love, you might hop from one relationship to the next because you miss that false sense of happiness that you're getting from the relationship. When you do have self-love, on the other hand, you are better able to enjoy your own company, which removes a lot of the desperation to have somebody in your life. And when you remove the desperation, it helps you have a lot more clarity when it comes to decision making with the person you're dating or in a relationship with. Number 4 is a lack of self-love affects self-esteem. In a relationship, having a low self-esteem can make you feel not worthy or good enough to have a healthy relationship or be with the person that you feel you deserve to be with. Feeling this way can stem from the negative internal dialogue that I mentioned in my last video and can eventually lead to you lowering your standards. When you have self-love, your self-esteem naturally increases, so you are more confident that you are worthy of the partner that you really want. Instead of doubting yourself and your wants and needs from your partner, you'll be more confident that those wants and needs will be met. Nobody is perfect, but there will be somebody that will meet the majority of what you want. I hope this helped you realize some ways that self-love can affect your relationships. And if you notice that you are tolerating too much, becoming a people pleaser, feel desperation, or have low self-esteem, it is time for you to start working on self-love to turn these behaviors around. If you haven't checked out my first video on self-love, please check that out right here. And as always, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a blessed day.